they do produce apples, good apples. There's 3 back there, and then 1 over here. And then this would be the that's the deck that we put new boards on. I didn't put any railing on it, but I did put boards on. And then there's a cherry tree right here. That's a cherry tree. And I'm not sure what the other tree is over here. It might be maple. And then this one's just a kind of flowery shrub. They bloom with these red kind of carnation looking flowers every year. And then so I'm walking up. This is a carport here, and then upstairs is the deck, and you'll see the staircase going up, which we'll go up there later. And the second story was the addition that was done, I think it was a 94, all permitted and everything. So let's start by walking into the front door. This is just a carport, just a roof. So they can park a couple cars underneath. And let's see, this is the walkway up. Got a few leaves. The air conditioning unit was put in when they did the second story addition with the apartment. This is a fireplace there, kind of covered with rocks. Front steps coming up, and there's I put a key lockbox right there by the front door. That's the front door. It's open. That front door was replaced. So if we walk in, the kitchen is off to the left over here. So this was the original kitchen, pretty big area. Had the sink over here, and then cabinets all the way around, and it had an island right here. And the house is all electric. There's no gas. Electricity is so cheap here. And then this was a dining area, and they had the wood all over ceiling.
Okay.
This stuff here was kind of by accident, but it didn't look too bad. But some hired help I had, I told them we were taking out I was telling them to take out the tiles in the kitchen, which was over here because there was these glue-on tiles, and he started pulling down the wood there. So I was actually going to leave that because I thought it looked kind of neat. And then let me go back around. Here's the kitchen. That was the island. Now this, there was a big cabinet here, built-in shelves. This actually was a canning room, what they call a canning room. So this gentleman used to have more acreage with a lot of apple trees, and they had a sink over here, and then they had on this side. So this room is probably 12 feet by probably 10 feet, but they had a double oven in here in addition to what was in the kitchen, and they had a 4-burner range. There's the power for that in this one, and the rest was just shelves, and that's where they would can. This is one of the power panels. The cover's around the corner. I just took that off so somebody could see.
How old is that box, Ken?
This was put in when they did the addition in '94, I believe.
Okay.
Let me double check on the cover.
And it's all decent shape, I see, right? It doesn't need to be replaced?
Yeah, correct. I wanted to make sure that I have the cover right here, because some people think it had old wiring and stuff, but they rewired the whole house. And let me find the date. I thought it was on here somewhere. Oh, here it is, 1994. So that's when they did the addition. They replaced the main panel, and also there's another panel upstairs on the addition. And the meters, there's 2 separate meters, one for the upstairs apartment and one for the home. So It's just outside on the other side of the wall, but we can walk out there on the deck in a minute. Let me get back to the kitchen. Sliding door. There's that deck that was replaced. Probably needs to be bleached off and put some guardrail on.
So that's a new deck, right? It just faded a little bit.
Yeah, correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, now we'll go back. This is there's that front door on the inside. So this is the entrance, and then this was the living room. That piece of wood is actually over a broken window, and this is like a paneling, some kind of wood, but it's got like a mahogany design to it. So you can see that there is a bad spot where when the before the roof was replaced, so it got some water damage on that.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to patch that, but I was gonna probably just go over it with something because you'd probably never be able to find that same wood. And then there's a wood insert stove and the fireplace that probably outside. So this is the living room.
Is
There was
is that wood gonna stay in there? That material?
No, it's not.
You're gonna take it away.
Yeah, that's why I was questioning, the people coming in here and putting the lockbox on it. So
Oh.
I'll take it out of here by the 28th.
Okay.
So I'm using stuff like that at my other house, but I was going to, I brought that over because that was going to be the next step. I was going to do the bathroom up, which we'll get to in a second here. So there's some work that needs to be done on this floor. Somebody at one time had oak flooring and they patched it with plywood, and I'm not sure why. I don't think it ever had a fireplace on this side of the room, but there's a section about 4 feet by 6 feet that looks like they put plywood on it. The power cord was the neighbor let me use some power from over at his place. So that kind of goes through the wall. So if we go from the living room, there's a walkway, there's some stairs, but there's a bedroom on the right here. This is probably 10 by 12 or 11 by 12. It used to have a wood paneling in there. We took it all out because it looked ugly. There's a closet. And this is part of the newer heating and AC, but it's a manifold. We'll see it in the other room. Let's see, other than that, the doors were removed, all the paneling was removed. There's some probably 1954 wallpaper.
Okay. And, that's classic. That's classic there.
That's good looking stuff right there. And then this here is the bathroom. So the toilet was here and it had a tub. There's see that, that's the plumbing for the tub. So it had a 5-foot tub. And then on this side, this was the sink, and cabinets went wall to wall, which this room probably 6 feet by at least 12. It's a pretty good sized bathroom. This has a new window in it. I replaced that already. And then all the wood on the floor was redone because there was some leakage, I think, from the tub, and it was rotted. So we cut all that out and put new wood down. And then there's some stairs. This goes down to what was the laundry room. And this had some sheetrock in there. We took all that out. That's just spare wood that can stay here or whatever. I can haul it off. And then this is where the washer and dryer were on this side. That wall needs to be re-sheetrocked. And then that window was replaced too with a double pane. They got single pane windows in part of this house. And there's a water valves, obviously, and 220 power for a dryer. And in the same little drop down room, on this side was the hot water heater. And there was some wood rot on the piece of plywood that they had across here. So we took that out. And then there's the wires and then the plumbing for the hot water heater is still intact. And let's see, this is we'll call this number 2 bedroom. There was some moisture damage from the roof leaking, which actually came from upstairs. And the window was pretty bad, so there's a replacement window in there. And this has knotty pine. This was a closet, fairly large closet. Goes back in there. This is probably 8 feet wide. So then we get to the mystery room here. This was going to be the master suite. Originally, if you see the marks on the floor from this wall all the way over to, well, actually it was about here. There was a closet here, but this was actually 2 rooms. There was a little dark dungeon room that you could get to from the apartment upstairs. You'd come down a staircase, but the room was about, I think it was about 9.5 feet wide, and it's about 14 feet long. And I thought it was pretty much useless. So we took that wall out and then frame this up for what would be the bathroom. So the tub or shower would be over here. And then there was a room over here. I don't know how well it's going to show up in the dark in here. That had a washer dryer, a stacked one. It has power in it and plumbing, and going to put the John in there, and then a vanity along here, and then they have a pretty big bathroom. And then this is a pretty good size room now. I'd have to measure it, but this is framed in for a closet, and that's some of the newer AC stuff that they put in. That other room where I showed you the ducting, that's where the manifold kind of comes together. But this is, they had this built out anyways, the wall for handling the plumbing, clean out there. So, and then this is a second entrance door for the lower floor that actually I was going to remove it and just wall that up because this was going to be the master suite. Didn't really need a access. So that covers that. Let me go out back by the, so I'm walking out that door there. There's the walkway again that leads to the front door. We're heading back towards the street now to that, I don't know, the rear deck. It's probably the front deck, but it's not on the front of the house. It's more like on the side. And then these are those apple trees. This is the deck that has all new wood. And it's redwood. This stuff on the coast, it kind of discolors like this. Some people leave it like that. Some people like to pressure wash it. These are the meter boxes. The meters, I had them removed,
so there are two boxes for 2 units, right? There's unit upstairs as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the upstairs one is this one here, and then this one's for the main house. So they did have separate bills on those. And the back of the house, kind of a garden window. the slider that goes into that kitchen that we're in. When they did the addition, they matched the siding all the way around on the house. So this is all a shiplap 1x8. And let's see, I'm gonna go walk around to the upstairs.
Is there a sidewalk to upstairs, or no? You have to go through the grass.
No, there's sidewalk. I'm just walking through the grass back from the
Gotcha.
deck because I have the sliding door. I have a screw in there right now, so it can't be opened or taken off for somebody to break in. So this is we're back to the carport.
Okay.
That's the front door is over way far away.
Okay.
The other door is right there. We're in the carport. This is the bottom of the upstairs deck.
Okay.
And this is a concrete walkway. There's some leaves on it and dirt. Goes to the staircase. That goes up to the second floor. I put new boards on here, so let me go up here. This deck probably need some new boards on it. I was just going to replace them all. And then if you look out from the deck, I don't know if you can see it way out there. Maybe you can zoom in later, but that's the bridge of where 101 is and goes out to the ocean. There's the river there. That's the Rogue River, which is down behind the back of the property. This was some tear out stuff left over. This is the doors going in here. They'll need to be replaced. There's also a soft spot in the floor that I didn't replace yet, but it's under this piece of wood. New door locks. And then this is the upstairs apartment. Originally, like I said, this was a staircase going down, and that was all removed to give a little more room up here. Plus, the room downstairs was just a dungeon. And this was the kitchen. Had a cabin this way. The sink over here. And then they had a range over here. They have a exhaust fan here. And they had the refrigerator over here. And then you go back over, there's the door we came in through in the deck. So we'll call this bedroom number 1. They're not real big. They're probably 11 by 12 maybe. The closet there, it'll need doors on it. And then go back out of this bedroom. In between the two bedrooms, let's go back here. So here's the other breaker panel. So it's all in order. There's no strange wiring or anything in it. That's the guy that he's still in business. The guy that did the electrical. And then this is the bathroom that was had a huge jacuzzi tub in here. You almost needed a ladder to get in it, so I tore that out, cut it with a big fiberglass one. And then of course the toilet goes there, sink there, vanity light up here. Ceiling's pretty good in this. Cut graffiti somewhere along the line. Somebody found some red paint. This is a newer window, double pane. This just had some kind of fiberglass stuff on it above the that jacuzzi tub, and then it does have a shower head up there. And then that's the bath, and then this is bedroom 2. You know, some insulation on here. But the roof before they did it leak. So it got the sheetrock wet. This is you'll see all the new plywood. They replaced the plywood and put the new roof on. And this had sheetrock on the ceiling, so it'll need to be redone. But all the wood part that was damaged got replaced. So probably need some insulation. Then this is an access cubby hole to go in the attic for all the heating and AC if somebody needed to get in there.
Okay.
And got a small little closet. You get all this is probably 3 foot by 3 foot. Let me get back over here. There we go. And this window is going to need to be replaced. Hasn't been replaced yet, so it's not looking real healthy. And that about covers all the rooms. So I can go over anything. This window is damaged. It's double pane, but it's got a piece broken out on the outside. I'm not sure how that happened. This is the neighbor's property over here. This house is built like inches off of the property line, so he basically parked some stuff right near there. We're on the deck out here. River being that way. This is a giant myrtle wood tree. And then the street would be out there, obviously. We're on the deck of the second story. And that's that canning room. There's the roof there. That was the 40-year architectural roof. I don't know when it lasts, but they never seem to last 40 years. But and then let me go to the back of the. Well, I can't go all the way to the property line because there's going back down the stairs here. There's blackberry bushes back there.
Perfect.
I think they have a garden area in here. It's completely overgrown.
And how many acres is the lot, Ken?
I'm trying to remember. I think it's only like half an acre.
Half an acre? Gotcha.
And again, there's a shared driveway. This the guy that has the property next door that shares the driveway, he sold the property. Before he sold it, he put this fence up, and actually this fence isn't supposed to be here, so it's encroaching on the easement for the road. Oh, and then this was the guy's workshop. He had woodworking tools in there. There is a power meter. I mean, not a power meter. There's a power panel in there, not a very big one. I think it's 110 volt, maybe 40 amps, I think, or 50 amps. But it's got an old wooden shake roof. And my neighbor's section, the fence fell over. So he leaned it up against this doorway. So I don't know if I can.
Oh, gotcha.
So this is kind of the inside of the workshop, but it's like 20 by 30.
Okay, nice.
Probably needs to be rebuilt. Again, my neighbor has parked this trailer here without permission, but that's actually on the scripted easement. And these are blackberry bushes.
Oh, wow.
Tons of them. They grow like crazy.
Wow.
I cleared this area out with a tractor when I was here,
Mm-hmm.
but it comes back. And then this stuff here isn't mine; it's the neighbor's. It's got some firewood. So I'm walking back to the back of the property, but I don't know if you looked at. I'm not even sure if I give you the map on that. So this is looking down towards the river. When the water's really running, it comes up close to the edge of the property, but it's kind of like gravel bar down there and a lot of blackberry bushes. So if somebody want to make a trail down there, they got their work cut out for them. And let's see. Oh, blackberry bushes.
Gotcha. No, Ken, I think that's wonderful, sir. Wonderful.
Okay.
So I think that should be good. It's almost 30
Okay.
minutes long video, so I'll edit it. But yeah, we're good.
Yeah. All
Awesome.
right. Sounds good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I'll be in touch. You're gonna set up